Hey everyone, it's Thursday, Vlogust 25th, and it's going to be the last Things I Like Thursday for the month. If you guys remember the first video where I told you guys stuff that I like, I mentioned Harry Potter. And I also said that I would talk more about it in another video, so I thought today would be the best time. Now, anybody who's a fan has their own story of how they came into the series, so I'm going to share mine with you. I had seen the first movie, and Jenny talked me into reading the second book, which was kind of huge because I never really read, unless I had to for class, and even then I might try and just kind of fudge my way through that. Now, I read the second book and started the third one when we saw the second movie. I really enjoyed the book, and I enjoyed the movie, but I was disappointed about some elements from the book that didn't make it into it. And so, because I felt like I didn't get to enjoy the movie as much as I would have if I hadn't read the book, I decided I wasn't going to read any more books until after I saw the movie. Well, I didn't actually pick up another book until after seeing Order of the Phoenix. And it was a story that just really grabbed me and made me want more, so I went back and I started again with book 3 and read book 4 and read book 5. And I was getting ready to read book 6, but then I realized the 6th movie was coming out, and so I was so worried about setting myself up for disappointment again. But then they pushed it back a few months, so I went on and I read it, and I figured I would have time to read another book beforehand and be able to forget enough, or at least muddy my memory enough to keep me from being completely disappointed in the movie. So I read book 6, and then actually I went back to read book 1, because frankly I wanted more Dumbledore. And then I went on and I read book 7. Now, what was really significant about this is I had never read an entire book series in my life. In fact, me reading one book for leisure was kind of unheard of. So, basically, Harry Potter taught me to read. In my mid-20s, Harry Potter taught me to read. Now, I don't mean the book series taught me how to read, because obviously I knew how to read, but it taught me to read for enjoyment. I didn't really read much stuff before, as I've said like 3 times in this video now, but I did read a couple of titles. One was A Wrinkle in Time. Read this in class. It was a good one, and I enjoyed it, and I would definitely recommend it. And I guess most books that I've read, I've enjoyed, so it feels very strange that I didn't read before, but it was Harry Potter that made me feel that way, feel strange for not having read. And another book is Benicula. Now, if anybody knows this title, it's a great one, and they probably read it way before I did, but I read this when I was a kid also, perhaps in school sometime. And I'll just say that it's about a vampire bunny, and here's one peek at one of the great illustrations that are in there. Definitely check this out if you haven't read it. So yeah, that's going to be it, I guess, for Things I Like Thursday. Short story, I like Harry Potter, and it taught me to read. I'm currently reading The Lord of the Rings, so wish me luck getting through that. Tolkien is a little bit more laborsome than Rowling. You guys have a great one, and don't forget to be awesome.